Lisa Frank stickers and Pokemon. Which did you have to collect all first? I totally forgot that I'm going to be wearing a jacket. I literally pulled this out of a box 5 minutes ago. It's really dusty and that's disgusting. Oh, brushing the maters off. Yeah, that's disgusting. Apparently, an ex-MIT professor robbed a bank and filmed himself. He was using this as an art project. It's a bit egomaniacal to base a video on yourself. But to commit a crime and say it's art for art's sake, although it's a news story, I like to call him the professor because it's like a film professor. And that's what eccentric people do, is they rob banks and film themselves and claim that it's for art's sake while making off with a bunch of cash. He really didn't get away with a lot of cash. He just got $1,000. It's like he walked up to the bank teller and said, "Please sir, can I have some more?" and did this little number thing. And they gave him some Tic Tacs and said Oliver Twist GTFO. As long as it's not infringing on the rights of others, what someone considers art should be okay. Beyond adherence to basic human rights, social norms are generally the accepted foundation for what is and is not acceptable. Like in Europe, nudity in print and film and advertisements, that's generally more acceptable than it is in America. Because Big Macs the size of tits are better than the tits. High five. This incident in particular isn't okay because it's robbery, it's a theft. The professor is using an implied threat to take what doesn't belong to him. If you're in a bank and someone shows up to rob said bank, you're not going to automatically assume that they're made of rainbow glitter and gumdrops. You assume they have a gun. They're there to do a bad thing. You assume they're a bad person. It's one of those things they call a first impression. Maybe if there was some ink dye, I was opening the bag and I decided to paint my name on the wall, or just took a poo and just walked out like the next guy who actually did that into a store, didn't take anything. It's the kind of thing you would think about doing if you were turned away from using the bathroom in a restaurant or a gas station. You would kind of want to break in there and take a shit in their floor. But that takes planning. That takes planning and controlled bowel movements. You would have to determine when the shop or restaurant closed, wait for them to leave, then break in and take the most massive dump of your life, because how else is that going to be worth it? Maybe you could just take a picture, maybe with your mind thoughts, or maybe this is the button, and that way you could, you know, poopstagram it. My name is Major, this is Second Page Headlines, and I'll see you later. And I'll wash this jacket. Up next on Second Page Headlines, Coca-Cola. How their new campaign to put soda in condoms is backfiring and hitting them in the face.